This is the very first video of the 2020 vision. Hi guys! Alright, my name is Sophia Jacqueline and I'm the creator of the 2020 vision. And for those who know me, I've already started to kind of create an awareness on all my social media about adjusting my life to be more eco-friendly and sustainable and just very aware in all kinds of topics. I've done like a little bit of progress here and there.
If anyone has noticed.
And I'm super excited that I'm seeing so many people post about their discoveries and revelations, and also just educating anybody who's following them or anybody who's willing to listen. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. How I created the name is a play on the 2020 vision of like eyesight and seeing clearly to really make the effort to be better. What makes me stand out from the rest, however, is I'm a student. That's a lie. I'm actually not a student. I recently dropped out this last semester to try and take it easy and figure out what I want to do with my life. And yeah, well, here we are. I am an independently living. You'll also soon come to find out that I actually can talk sometimes. This is not the first time this happens in this video. I have a dog, I have a boyfriend, and we are planning to live together. And I don't make I get by. Is very important to mention because having the eco-friendly, environmentally aware, blah 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 life, as we know, can be very expensive. And so with that, we're going to be entering the pros and cons of environmental living. Each one of my videos following after this will dive into one or multiple or things that are relating to that, if you didn't pick that up already. So, con number one. Living environmentally can be very expensive. Also, I don't know if anyone heard that, but my shoulder just popped. Anyway, so living very green can be expensive when it comes down to the products you buy and the food that you buy. I don't know if anyone has tried to shop organically. It's a doozy, but it's nonetheless way better quality. Or was it here? I don't know. Anyway, so my rebuttal to that is shopping smart. While there are some things that are extremely expensive, that are woke, I guess you could say, there are other products that may seem very expensive up front. However, comparing them to their not so earth-friendly counterpart, it's actually quite cheaper. So, for example, I had an example. God damn it. Here's an example. One of my favorite eco-friendly products that I've been starting to use. If you're squeamish about women's health, then please fast forward. Anyway, one of my favorite eco-friendly products is the Diva Cup. The Diva Cup is, I'll go further into it in another video, but the Diva Cup has not only been more eco-friendly, but it has saved me so much money. It is unbelievable. However, I was very nervous buying the Diva Cup at first because I didn't know if it was going to work for me. There's also the Flex Cup and there's also other different alternatives. I was very nervous to buy the Diva Cup. I spent $40 on it at Fred Meyer. You can order from their website, but I was just in the store and browsing and I said, maybe it's time to figure it out. It has saved me so much money. Because if you calculate how much money as women we spend on tampons and pads and new underwear if you ruin it and whatnot, etc, 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 other hygienic products that have to do with my period, it's a big doozy. So, eco-friendly products may be expensive up front, but compared to their not so eco-friendly counterparts, they actually are saving you money. Living eco-friendly and environmentally aware not only saves the environment and helps create a more healthy and quality lifestyle, it also saves you money. And how many times have we told ourselves that we need to start saving and we need to start watching our budget and we need to stop spending money on stupid stuff? So that is something that I'm excited to go into on ways to save money while also saving the earth. There are some products out there that aren't exactly the healthiest. They just put it in a really fancy, earth-loving looking bottle, and it is really, you're just wasting your money on eco-friendly products. There are some things that if you buy actually have lots of plastic in them, or their biodegradability is not the best. So we're gonna go into that, and I'm really excited. Also, what makes me different from all the rest, I am not trying to change my lifestyle a 180 immediately. I know immediately is pronounced with an I promise. What's really intimidating, I think, for not only me, but for a lot of people of going more eco-friendly and making that lifestyle change is the commitment, finding what works for you. And there are just some products that work better than others that aren't exactly the most eco-friendly, if that makes sense. Like bleach. I don't know, maybe there is an eco alternative. We're gonna find out. So basically what the 2020 Vision blog is also about is you guys following me, learning and discovering new things and taking it one step at a time, because it shouldn't be intimidating. It should be fun, and it should be exciting, and it shouldn't be anxiety driven, because while our earth really needs us to step it up and be more aware, making one step at a time for change is better than not taking any steps at all. Which leads me into eating healthy. I don't know if any of you guys know any vegans, but I attempted to be vegan. And then I went to Japan, and I realized that I cannot go to Japan and not eat fish. So I became a pescatarian. I did pretty good, and I didn't eat meat. I only ate fish products if I was going to eat any kind of meat. I stayed away from milk and tried to stay away from eggs, because that is more of a vegan leaning diet, but sometimes you just like can't avoid it. Like if there's cake, cake has eggs. And if it's a really homemade scratch cake, it probably has milk in it. Not the most vegan thing ever, but if you're making an attempt to make the little differences and cut out little things, you're still making a difference, and it's good, and good job. So yes, that's another thing I want to talk about is diet. A very strict diet is not going to make you a terrible person if you break it once or twice. Anyway, that's for another video. This intro video is a mess, but don't worry, the rest of my project won't be. Anyway, living a very eco-friendly life takes a lot of time and a lot of research to kind of support all the other things that I've been talking about. Not getting scammed, not wasting your money, really trying to stick with it, etc, 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 etc. We're gonna stop there before we get carried away, and I want to keep this short. But that is kind of a look into what I'm gonna be doing. And I know I'm gonna wanna try to put a video out at least once every week, and maybe once every 2 weeks. I'm learning here, and sometimes there may not be something new to talk about. Total lie, there'll always be something new to talk about. If you know me in real life, you know there'll never be a lack of conversation. Anyway, thank you guys so much for bearing with me and just putting up with this. And yeah, joining me on this adventure. And stay tuned. I'm so sorry, I apologize for everything. So